Hi, my name's Andrew. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. And this video is a focus on Middle East seed capital investors, and it is part of a series of investor profiles for my Middle East database, which is going to be available in 2024. Just a bit of information about myself. I'm a fundraising strategist with 15 years of experience in high-end real estate sales and marketing, spanning Canada, Dubai, and the Caribbean. And over the past 2 years on Fiverr, I've assisted over 200 clients with startup fundraising, pitch deck refinement, investor outreach strategies, and custom investor databases. In addition, I'm an advisor to a New York-based investment company affiliated with a $60 billion fund. The fund focuses on various sectors, particularly income-producing real estate, with capital requirements for projects typically ranging from $10 to $20 million. These projects are selected based on their cash flow and growth potential. If you want more information on my services, you can just click my Fiverr link below. So this guide to Middle East capital includes the following, and it is a unique database I've been working on for quite a while. There's over 150 hours devoted specifically for this database, and this video series is going to not only include the basics of the database, but it's also going to include company profiles in each one. But to start off with, it has 325 companies, it has key contacts, the type of business, the sectors of potential investment interests that they have, it has their websites, the company emails at 274, and key contact emails over 470. And it also is unique because it has key outreach strategy points, and that's what makes this database very, very unique, and you're going to see more of it in Excel spreadsheet format a little bit later on in the video, and the database, of course, will be delivered in Excel spreadsheet format. Starting off some key database statistics, there's 185 companies that are based in UAE, so just a little more than half of them are UAE based. 60 companies are based in Saudi Arabia, so about 18%. And 125 companies are either venture capital, private equity, or angel investor groups. So that makes up about 40% of it. It's the best database for first-time fundraising in the Middle East. This video highlights Ominvest in Oman. They are one of 325 venture capital, private equity, angel groups, and investment companies in my exclusive Middle East fundraising database. Company snapshot, they're based in Oman and they're classified as an investment company and private equity firm. Their focus is on real estate and private equity. Company description, Ominvest, located in Oman, is a private equity firm interested in direct investments in companies, real estate investments, and capital market investments. Company focus, investor approach and strategy. Ominvest, founded in 1983 in Oman, operates in a transformative force in the business landscape, driven by the purpose of transforming businesses to enrich societies. The firm focuses on balanced and prudent investing, incorporating thoughtful, diligent, and long-term strategies to create value for stakeholders. Company expertise. Ominvest is distinguished by its valuation discipline, quality asset focused, and a commitment to thoughtful, long-term, prudent investments. The firm emphasizes creativity and innovation-led value creation, leveraging business model, innovation, agility, and out-of-the-box thinking. With expertise in scalable platforms and financial innovation, Ominvest aims to contribute to sustainable growth. Geographic reach. While rooted in Oman, Ominvest envisions being an eminent investment group in the MENA region with significant global reach and impact. The firm's mission involves prudently investing in growth sectors and markets, implementing innovative solutions, scalable platforms, and impactful ESG initiatives. And here are some of their previous investments. Potential investment opportunities to approach them with. And what makes this database unique is I have this on the spreadsheet for all 325 firms. Now, this is not exactly a list of items or sectors that they're going to be interested in today or tomorrow, but it is based on research into their backgrounds, looking at press releases, previous investments that they've made, and other comparable firms in their sector. So it's a guideline that you can use, and it's a great resource for you to start building up your own database. So, given their past investment patterns and existing philosophy, you might want to propose the following investment opportunities: healthcare, real estate, financial services, and fintech opportunities. One of the key benefits of my database is that it includes tips for investor outreach, and this is what makes it very unique. There is no other database like it. It's the best database for first-time fundraising in the Middle East. It gives you key outreach touch points. And this is really, really important because it's important to build relationships in the Middle East with potential investment partners. So you're going to want to use these strategies. And this, again, you're going to see in the database coming up in this Excel part of it. I've got this all lined up for you for all 325 firms, so you can use it as a guide when you're sending out your first emails. It's important to start at associate level, investment advisor level, and director level, and then work your way up to CEOs and chairmen. Now, the CEO and chairman contacts, this database is full of them. There's quite a large amount of them. They also have key HR contacts, so you're able to use this to be able to go from direct contacts who you may already have, or once you've had an opportunity to find out who that person is, and outreaches for unknown contacts. So let's just start off with key outreach touch points if you know who the contact is. For example, in this case, you might use observing Ominvest's dedication to long-term value. Our venture seeks to align with your strategic vision for impactful investments. So if they receive that in their email, they know that this is not just spam email. You should never spam these type of contacts. These are high-level key Middle East firms and contacts that have raised billions of dollars in the past year for not only startups but in other investment sectors. So it's really key that you use a formal approach. Now, if you do not know who the contact is, I've really helped you out in this case as well. For example, there are many info at, admin at, email addresses in this database, and in some cases there's actually going to be the website. Of course, the website's for all of them, but you'll be able to submit questions or inquiries through the website. Now, in addition, I've included a large amount of HR contacts. And therefore, as a approach, if you don't know who you're going to contact or you don't know who you should contact, you could use a subject heading such as seeking opportunities with Ominvest, and then your key initial email approach line may include, we're exploring ventures that align with your approach. Who can guide us further? So if that lands in the HR inbox, you know that they're going to do one of two things. They're probably going to either send you back an email saying you should contact so-and-so, here's their email address, here's their position, or they may pass your email on to somebody who is in that right area. Again, it could be an associate, it could be an investment advisor, it could be a director, it could be the CEO, it could be the chairman, but the odds are it's going to go through those lower channels. And that's fine because you're going to want to start to build up relationships and create a database of key contacts at many levels. Remember, you're not sending your pitch deck out to this first email. You're not sending out an investment prospectus for a hotel or a land development or a commercial office building or some large asset opportunity. You're just trying to make the contact and understand their initial process of how they actually work when it comes to receiving inquiries. When I was working in the Middle East, I helped develop our company database, and we were working on behalf of ultra high net worth groups on both the buy side and the sell side, and this was a large real estate professional services group, and we handled assets anywhere from about $50 million to $250 million. So those are very, very large ticket items. So when we did have opportunities, we didn't just send the presentation off to their chairman or CEO. We went through a certain amount of channels unless we had already made contact with their chairman and their CEO, and it doesn't always happen on the first time. If we were to send our opportunities that we got from our clients because we represented many of these large ultra high net worth groups and companies. They're going to bounce it back down to their associate or investment advisor anyway and say, can you take a look at this? So it's better off that you develop these formal ways, and that helps you to build relationships better, because relationships matter when it comes to raising funds in the Middle East. This is the type of seed capital and angel group you can find in my exclusive guide to Middle East capital. I created this exclusive database to help founders reach out to seed and angel investors with confidence. There is no other resource like it, period. And you can also check my ultimate guide to raising startup capital with over 140 pages, suitable for people who are doing first-time fundraising. That's something else that you can find on my Fiverr profile. So let's take a look at the database. So now we're over on the database section, and this is the Excel spreadsheet that includes all the contacts in the Middle East capital database. And as you can see on the very top, we've got 325 companies. We have their country, description of the firm, their main business interests, their websites, and they've all been verified. And of course, this database will be suitable for all of 2024. I also have included their investment targets, 1 and 2 and 3. So those are based on information that is publicly known, information that is on their websites of different investments and types of sectors that they will look at. So again, this database is really meant for people who are building a larger data set of Middle East companies to either approach for funding or to possibly promote their products to, because there's a blend of venture capital, private equity, family investment offices, and investment companies, and high-profile companies in the UAE that are led by UAE nationals. So it's a really great database for companies that really want to get a very good look at some of the key parties in the Middle East when it comes to raising capital. It also has their investment territory, which includes whether they're just looking at either the Middle East, or whether they're looking MENA, or whether they're looking global. I've also included their key real estate assets. If they're investment companies that tend to look at real estate, I've included those as well in this database. Now, it also has, as far as key touch points, it has their company emails, and in some cases it's not available because they want you to actually submit your details via their forum. But I'll get to the key stats a little bit later on, and you also saw that in the initial slide presentation. Telephone numbers and contact numbers. There are 2 what I call primary contacts, and then there's a third, which is the secondary contacts. The key contacts could include CEOs, managing directors, executive directors, and that is the same with the second contact header. You can see operations manager, directors of real estate, presidents, and so on and so on. And the main reason for that is so that you have a senior contact that you can reach out to. You can also check them on LinkedIn to get more details. In many cases, their email addresses have already been included, and I'm going to get to that again when we go to the stats page. And the third email contact tends to be somebody in HR. And the reason I've done that is because this database is very unique in the fact that I include outreach approach tips for each of these firms. There are 2 types. One is a outreach touch point if you know who the contact is. In other words, if it's been already identified by myself, then you could send them a line that I've included here in all the companies. For example, Saudi has a strong track record in urban development in Kuwait. Would you be interested in unique investment opportunity that complements your portfolio? And the reason I include these is to help people write their first letters, and also to show you that you should not be spamming this type of list with just a generic email approach talking about your company and the investment opportunity. This allows you to add a little bit of information about them, so whoever receives it is going to know that you did a little bit of work, and it should not be considered as spam. And the second reason here is I've got contact sourcing outreach approach, and this is if you do not know who the contact is. And this is really key because in some cases you may not have a contact, and this is the perfect way for you to introduce yourself. For example, in this case I put subject request for direct contact with investment. division. And then as the body of the email may include, I believe you might be the right person to assist me. We're exploring potential investment opportunities that align with Salia's investments vision. Could you direct us to the person or team responsible for evaluating such opportunities? And you can see as I scroll down here, it is included in that type of line. They're all customized, of course. The same with the ones for the direct contacts that are known. They actually talk about something the company has done, something they've invested in, the sectors, or possibly what their company vision is. And this is really going to help you, especially if you're doing first-time fundraising or if you just want to save time when it comes to your research for these type of firms. That's what makes this database unique. Another thing that makes it unique is it really sticks to mainly the type of companies that are either venture capital, private equity, investment companies. So there's no fluff in here. There's no companies in here that should not be in here. And that is the difference between this database and other databases that are out there that talk about investments and reaching out to other investors. For example, there's very little here when it comes to accelerators. There might be a couple of them, but it's not plugged full of what I would call just garbage contacts. These are really key companies that are perfect for reaching out to, whether you're raising funds or whether you want to present opportunities, whether it's real estate, investment opportunities, and the like. So let's take a look at some of the stats. So the underlying stats are there's 470 firms, 340 prime contacts, 90 third-tier contacts, and 90 email contacts when it comes to the third tier. So you're getting about 400 and a little over 450 emails, and the total company emails are 275. So those would be info at, admin at, that sort. So that's a really key overview of the database. Again, this is going to be a series where I'm going to highlight each of the contacts. But if you're interested in this particular database, just reach out to me on my Fiverr profile below. My master database includes 400,000 verified global contacts. That includes angel investors, family investment offices, pension funds, hedge funds, private equity databases, REITs, Middle East premium high net worth and ultra high net worth investors database, venture capital lists, and investment banks. I also help clients with pitch deck reviews and corporate fundraising presentations. If you're just getting ready to send your presentation out to an investor, send it to me. I have a service on Fiverr where I will review it for you. Approximately 80% of the presentations that I get sent are not suitable to be sent out to investors. For more information on my databases and fundraising services, click my Fiverr link below. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.